Hello everybody, this is Cholera and I am bringing you the State of the Commentary 2008, and this is a video in which I will be answering many of your questions, giving shoutouts to people who've deserved them for a very long time, and generally just giving you lots of random images, lots of random stories I've been wanting to put in my videos, but just don't have space to put them in. So this is to all of the fans out there who are curious about me, who have, definitely given me great feedback over the times. This is for you guys, and for all the fans, I hope you do enjoy this. And this will be the one I will do in 2008. Hopefully there'll be one in 2009 too. And of course, I'm going to give shoutouts, answers to frequently asked questions, and then a couple of things that you could do for the Overmind, for the good of Starcraft. All right, first off, I've made a website that is completely utilitarian and ugly, but it has right now a bunch of Starcraft stories people have written, a bunch of funny conversation I had with someone. Anyway, there's the link. All the links I have in this slideshow will be in the video description also to my website, so do check it out. And I do have a new email address and MSN. Now, don't make me regret giving it to you guys. It is CholeraSC@hotmail.com, and I do want all of my messages, all the personal messages, to go there from now on instead of to the YouTube PM system, which is quite difficult to sort. You can still send me PMs, but I would prefer it if you went there. And I will be on MSN sometimes using this account, so this is going to be the one way you guys should contact me. Ignore any other ways. Of course, you can talk to me on IRC too, but definitely CholeraSC@hotmail.com. From now on, you can spam me. And I am just going to be waiting under my umbrella here for the rain of emails and messages I'm sure to receive. But I'm excited anyway. Anyway, shoutouts first now to people who've written stories based on two wacky ideas I mentioned in one of my videos. The first story idea, for those of you guys who don't remember, is the parasited marine, where I talk about a basically, there's a Marine in an outpost, a remote outpost, and he gets parasited, and his comrades force him to leave because otherwise he would reveal their plans. It's about his stories in no man's land between the Zerg and the Terran bases. Two people have written stories about that. The first story is especially funny. The second story idea is that suddenly in our real world in 2008, the Zerg invade, and the Terran, a couple of Terrans come across and warn us about it, but the world has to turn to none other than programmers from Korea to command all of the UN's armies. All of America and Europe's and the world's armies will be commanded by people like Boxer, Reach, Commander Flash, Specialist, Savior, all that. So someone's actually written a story using that too. Do check them out. They're on my site, and also links to them will be in the video description. Shout out to the 3 college Starcraft clubs I know that are trying to start. These are basically going to be clubs where people can play Starcraft and hopefully maybe even compete between colleges. That would be an awesome goal, especially it could be possible once StarCraft 2 comes out. Hazelnut at Princeton, Alu97 at University of Maryland, and Yevgeny at Colorado School of Mines are setting up clubs. So do check them out if you go to those schools. And here's a nice little poster that Hazelnut made. She goes to Princeton, and I think those are lings killing probes, and there's pylons. Great little picture there. Shout out to a couple of people who are starting up tournaments. GG No Re, first off, is a new tournament that's being set up by Sunday from SC2G.com. It actually has a money prize pool, and you can check it out at www.scmania.com. Should be an exciting tournament. The last day of the regular games of the endurance tournament will be this Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Diggity, of course, is running this charity tournament. Do check out that link. I'm not sure exactly the details of where you can find the game. I think it'll be on Icy Cup, and there'll also be a live stream, and I'll be commentating on it. I believe Brood War still has 2 slots for the finals, and let me remind you again, the finals, the awards include things such as the goodie bag from BlizzCon, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2's beta key, and if you are a big donator, you can also, I don't know, you get the world, you get to play a Team A-Leg with JF, and also you can do a commentary with me, whatever. I'll give you a big internet heart. So yeah, do check out the endurance tournament run by Diggity, of course, great guy. So for a great cause, absolutely, it's for kids who are too poor to afford toys for Christmas, and it gives them toys for Christmas, video game toys. which is what every kid wants. I mean, who wants a teddy bear? Seriously. Um, when SC2GG.com's second season of its Star Cup comes out, I will announce it. The first season went quite well in the end, despite a few snags. So big shout out to World Communist Aid and Xfire for running it. And the finals of Season 1 will be broadcast live. I am playing in it in the 2v2 team. Shout out to my partner, Atom Bomb for Peace. It's like Reach and Yellow here between us. He is Reach, he is manly and solid, and I'm Yellow because I am a pimp and I'm Zerk. But we are ridiculously good at 2v2 for some reason. We are 4-0 so far as 2v2 players. And overall, I'm 6-2 in the season, so hopefully you'll be able to see a win this time in my 2v2 game. And I will be giving details of when it'll be broadcast live. It'll be probably next week. And of course, we'll have commentators on it, Diggity and whatnot. All right, congratulations to the winners of the SC2GG MSL Round 32 Challenge, the Dom, World Communist State, and Legium 1412. These are people who guessed the closest who would get past the round of 32. The round of 8, of course, is now finished, and the leaderboard is different, but once I get notification of what it is, I'll give a little shout out to them too. You win the internet, a series of tubes, as our perhaps still senator from Alaska, who's also a corrupt bastard, once called it a series of tubes. Anyway, Lucasn59 wrote a great article on the history of Pro Starcraft, political implications and historical implications. There's a link to it here. Really well-written article. The Dom has also made a funny what-if battle of the commentators. I have a couple of slides here that I'll show to you. Okay, so this is a battle between, obviously, the commentators at SC2GG. Here on the left is Diggity. On the right, I guess, is me in a red cap, and there's a spider mine. I don't know if you guys can read the text. He's saying, okay, who's the idiot who put down a spider mine right after I... And I'm saying, go, my manlots, destroy Diggity like the ancient Incans destroyed Napoleon at the Battle of Narnia in 1446. Those are my manlots, and that is my random historical analogy. And they're tearing him up, and he's saying, don't forget to sign up for the Endurance Tournament. And then a new challenger approaches. That is Moletrap on the left. Yo, Cholera, I wanted to introduce you to one of my friends. Perhaps you heard of the Wonder Girls before. And of course, that is a blonde girl in a wig, or so I think. But Admiral Akbar is saying, stop! It's a mole trap! It's a tarp! It's a trap! And it turns out to be Backhoe! Oh no, it's Backhoe in a wig, of course. It's a trap, and Backhoe is doing his or slash her 400 APM punch combo, and my head falls off, and I say, ouch, my pride. All right, thanks a lot, the Dom. Big shout out to Steve the Mac guy, absolutely a great guy. He actually served in the U.S. Army Airborne in Afghanistan, so out, protecting our country and fighting terror. And since then, he's actually been stationed in Germany. He's still in the Airborne, and he got to go to the World Cyber Games Finals in Cologne. And he actually put up this sign saying, Cholera, Moletrap, and Diggity, you rock, and it got on camera. And actually, we got a shout-out from Tasteless. I think it was in the finals between... I'm not going to give away who was in the finals, but I think it was in Game 1 of the finals. So big shout-out to you, Steve, the Bat Guy. Just make me proud to be an American, man. Seriously. Okay, Etabeeta has made this 3 pictures, which of Savior being the Savior, the Korean Messiah. He cometh. And I can just imagine him saying, I will save everyone in 2009. Okay? Yeah, they're pretty blasphemous. Here is a picture of Savior being the Savior, the Messiah. Here's another picture. Pretty disturbing. Yes, I am with you always until the very end of time, said by Savior. He's also holding a mouse there, by the way. He is Jesus, of course. And this picture, oh my goodness. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but this picture is absolutely classic. Up here is, of course, Savior, being the Savior. Now, clutching his robe and looking evilly. This is Firebear Hero here on the right. I guess he's the Judas figure, the Judas Iscariot figure here. This is Bisu over here. I don't know who he is in the biblical allegory, but he's Bisu, obviously part of Savior's downfall. Now, I don't know who these 2 other people are. This guy and this dude. So if you're watching this, do tell me who they are. I mean, guess one.